All right, here we go. Daniel Del Real with your San Joaquin County market update for the first 60 days of the year. So this is a follow-up from my previous one. One of the things we're really going to look at is interest rates. We saw interest rates spike for in the first 30 days of the year. We saw it spike to 4.1%. We were expecting the rate to go up to 3.75 by the third quarter. We saw that all in the first 30 days. So we're going to see how the market responded to that. So I'm going to dive into the numbers. We'll talk a little bit on inflation, some of the pressure that's going on, some of the pressure that the Fed's under with the conflicts of Russia and Ukraine to keep the rate hikes slowed down a bit. We're gonna dive into that. So let's take a look at the charts. Here are inventory. So inventory is down 2.4% from last month, but up almost 20% from last year. The number that we're seeing is a 22% pending increase from last month. Even though we saw the rate go up, 3/4 of a percentage point, we thought that it might slow buyers down, but actually it did the opposite thing. A lot of the buyers that were sitting on the fence are now seeing inflation hit their bank accounts. They're seeing inflation hit their energy costs, food costs, auto expenses. Their rents continue to go up, and now they're seeing the rates go up. So they're seeing that this low interest rate environment won't be around forever. I mean, they're going to have to make some adjustments to the interest rate to really keep control of inflation. So that caused a lot of buyers to jump off that fence and start looking for houses. And that's where you saw a 22% increase in pending sales from last month. We're up almost 15% from last year. Okay, so we'll continue to monitor that. What that does to our median price, the median price in San Joaquin County is up 3% from the beginning of the year, up 2% from last month, but we're still under the 512,000 median price that we had and we tested last year. So as I talked about in one of my previous videos, that I was expecting to see most increases in price to happen the first 2 quarters of the year, very similar to what it did last year. Last year we saw prices peak at the end of June at 512,000. Then we saw them come back down. It tested that ceiling again in September, and then it did not test it again up until this last month, where we're at 510,000. So even though the prices are up 3% since the beginning of the year, we're still not at the previous high of 512,000. We will see with that spike in pending sales, what kind of pressure that's going to put on that median price. We are seeing that the average list price to sales price went over 100% now. So now what this means is homes are selling for 1% over the list price. So we could expect to potentially see a price increase again next month. We will see if we will break the ceiling of 512,000 in median price. In Stanislaus County, we broke it. Their ceiling was 440,000, and they're sitting at a bit over 400. I think they're at 453,000. So we will see if that gets mirrored in San Joaquin County as well. We are seeing the average days on the market drop again. We will keep an eye on that with the pressure that the Fed is getting due to the Russia and Ukraine conflict. They're getting pressured to keep the rates low to continue the stimulus of the economy. But inflation being high, it puts the opposite pressure on the interest rates. So we will see how long that battle is going to take. I think one of the things to really look at is buyers' ability to save. With inflation being high and that hitting their bank accounts, it's going to make it harder for buyers to save for their down payment when their rent is going up 20-30%, when their energy cost is up 40%. In this email, I'm going to share the CPI numbers. I'm also going to share a link that you could click on and review the CPI numbers yourself. But some of those numbers are very, very scary. And of course, that is going to affect buyers' ability to save. We're also having supply chain issues that's causing some of the builders to backlog a bit, even though we want to get more units on the market, more new units to really deal with the supply. We are having some supply chain issues, which will have a longer term effect on our market. So that is it for this month. We will keep a close eye on it. Look out for the next report or next update next month. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. If you want to know what your home is worth today, use our free valuation tool. Any questions, let us know. Reach out to myself or somebody on the team. Again, have a good day.